What's up? Okay, so you might be curious what this video is about. Well, it's notorious that my audio setup always is fucky. No matter how much I try, and no matter how many filters I put on OBS, it's still fucky in some way, shape, or form. So, we're playing through the game again, but this time we are taking Seamus from his home on level 10, or 11, I can't remember, and bring him to the early Tristram. Hopefully, things will go well. We are going to be able to get more experience, more quests, gold, and all the items, and you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But if this is your first time seeing this, welcome to Diablo.
Stand up, fellow, thank you. I want to tell you something, because I know all about this stuff. It's my specialty. This here is the best. The best. That other ale ain't no good since those stupid dogs was...
I know what you're talking about, man, but alright. So Diablo is a dark fantasy RPG that is a dungeon crawler that kind of started most dungeon crawlers.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
This is Deckard Cain, one of the most important characters in the entire series.
The story of Wirt is a frightening and tragic one. He was taken from the arms of his mother and dragged into the labyrinth by the small, foul demons that wield wicked spears. There were many other children taken that day, including the son of King Leoric. The knights of the palace went below, but never returned. The blacksmith found the boy, but only after the foul beasts had begun to torture him for their sadistic pleasures.
How inhumane! So Deckard Cain will be your lore dropper, and he is the guy you go to when you want to buy stuff with gold, you want to identify stuff. As you can see, I have gathered quite a bit of stuff from previous playthrough. We're moving in. I shan't need basically any of these. Dropping them here, in town, so that when the time is right, I will take them up. Look at all these goodies. The in case of emergency, break. If you're unfamiliar with Diablo as a franchise as well, the main concept is there was a being known as Anu who was both good and evil, but he split the evil from his body. The evil manifested into a dragon named Tiamat. Tiamat had 7 heads, which would then be the 7 evil... Oh, you always got to keep a town portal. I mean, I probably won't need it, but better to have it. Each head of the dragon was an evil that made themselves into a demon. There are 3 main evils, greater evils, I guess they're called. Diablo, Lord of Terror. Mephisto, Lord of Pain, no hatred. And Baal, Lord of Destruction. Then there are 4 lesser ones. Belial, Lord of Lies. Asmodan, Lord of Sin. Enduriel, or Lady of Pain, I believe. No, Anguish. No. There's a twin brother named Duriel, and he's the other one of those 2.
Whoa.
See how these conversations go.
The innkeeper has little business and no real way of turning a profit. He manages to make ends meet by providing food and lodging for those who occasionally drift through the village. But they're as likely to sneak off into the night as they are to pay him. If it weren't for the stores of grains and dried meats he kept in his cellar, why, most of us would have starved during that first year, when the entire countryside was overrun by demons.
Demons, you say? Well, I have some experience in these matters. Yeah, we'll sell that. Back.
Oh, what can I do for
What do you have to... Ooh, these are our expensive things. Now, is that based on my level? That looks really good. Plus 18 to strength. Or plus 4 to all attributes. That's hard to pick from. I'm not entirely convinced I'm in a new game, but we'll see.
Thank goodness you've returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
And good luck to you. Honestly, we don't speak much. So anyway, there are 7 evils. They reside in hell, where I think the body of Tiamat was made into the foundations of hell. And in this game, the town of Tristram is besought by Diablo for his evil schemes and machinations. The church has been corrupted. The cathedral is infested down below with skeletons and demons.
What ails you, my friend?
This is our healer. When you talk to him, he'll get you back to full health, and he'll sell you healing potions.
Even my skills have been unable to fully heal Farnham. Oh, I have been able to mend his body, but his mind and spirit are beyond anything I can do.
That's alright, man. Chances are I might be able to fix him. Don't worry, I can fix him. You know, I think I'm gonna actually consider buying one of those good pieces of gear this man has. What do I have? We haven't examined what I am carrying right now. Jade breastplate, 22 armor, resists all by 24%. That's in regards to like magical stuff, so magic, fire, and lightning. You have a sword that does a little extra damage and gives me mana back for striking with it. Oh, my shield and my crown are gone, I guess because they were unique to the situation. Same with my ring. Oh no! Well, I guess I'll just have to find new shit. Anyway, extra resistance to magic and 8 to my attributes. Chance to hit. Okay, well, that changed things.
What can I do for you?
Drastically. Strength. It does sound it's a lot cheaper than this. But the armor, though, the armor. Full Helm of the Giants, plus 19 to strength. Yeah, we'll take that for right now. I don't have a shield, but I shouldn't need one. The Griswold is a famous figure of Diablo as well. I mostly played Diablo 3. I have played Diablo 2. And, 96 strength. I dig it. They make a lot of references to characters from the original, because, as they should, especially as you go back to Old Tristram in that game, and you have a new Tristram.
How may I serve you? Ogden and his wife have taken me and my grandmother into their home, and have even let me earn a few gold pieces by working at the inn. I owe so much to them, and hope one day to leave this place and help them start a grand hotel in the East.
That would be lovely, yeah. It's nice to have dreams, isn't it? I don't actually know anything that happens to her. I hope it's for the best. And we have another friend on the other side of the river, living in a van. He's just hanging out by rocks. I missed the path. I'm also going to be fast-forwarding the walking in this game because it takes a while to get where you're trying to go. Meet Wirt, the peg leg boy.
Over here.
So Wirt, the boy has been tortured down below and lost his leg. He's a little bit jaded since then and got an eye for rare and fancy objects so he could sell them and make his profit to fund his exodus away from here. But let's see what he's got.
Don't trust everything the drunk says. Too many ales have fogged his vision and his good sense.
Yeah, no. A quick save, because I'm going to see what he's got. A mithril blade. Good chance to hit, but nothing else really necessary for me. So, alright. I'm going to fast forward back. And we're going to go all the way down yonder. Because there's a person who's living by the river. Not in a van, but in a shack. It's Adria, the witch.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Might be right.
To a man who only knows iron, there is no greater magic than steel. The blacksmith Griswold is more of a sorcerer than he knows. His ability to meld fire and metal is unequaled in this land.
Good to hear. See, Adria, she is a very useful asset because she has magic items. She can sell potions of mana, scrolls to cast a spell if you don't want to invest in magic, and sometimes she has books that can teach you magic spells. You can also buy staves from her. You can cast abilities. Blue Staff of Town Portal. 8 charges. See, on the one hand, having that in my inventory means I could teleport back to town with 8 uses, which the staff takes up 6 spots in my inventory. But that being said, I would have to keep 6 spaces reserved for that. You know, I'm gonna buy it because that kind of works out. It's really annoying to run back to town. And I usually fast forward in my main playthrough, so you don't have to see that. But yes, so this is my apology rerun of the campaign. I have more episodes of this, the original that led up to this point, coming out in time. If you can watch it and you can turn down the volume enough, God bless you, thank you for being here. That means you're a real OG that wants to hang out and vibe with me. I'm so sorry that my mic blows out people's eardrums. That's a cow. Can I? That's not open yet. Okay. There are 2 entrances to the lower levels of the mighty fine dungeon cathedral that we'll be going into soon. We have a long and lonesome road ahead of us, but don't worry, we have friends that will be joining us. A lot of skeletons and demons. Wounded townsman, what ails you, my friend?
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
I will do this for you, unnamed citizen.
Your death will be avenged.
I believe it will. I haven't even reached the Butcher on the first playthrough. Worry not, friend. We delve deep. That's a very ominous loading screen, isn't it? Yeah. So, if this is your first time seeing this, awesome. If this is your second time seeing this, because this is my apology tour, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. We're curious.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
You're right. You were curious. You wanted to see what the hell is going on. I shall try not to disappoint you. Scavenger. Captain immune to magic, huh? So, in case this is your first time, a warrior does not start out with magic aside for his class skill of repairing a piece of gear. I have always been fond of being a paladin in games. So, a holy crusader who fights for justice and right, even though he might not be properly fighting for the right thing. And thus, I associate that with melee person who does magic. In this case, my magic is mostly to support my armor / health, and to shoot people from far away if I can't reach them. Gonna cast my first spell. This is mana, something. Mana Shield. Mana Shield lasts for as long as I have mana. But taking damage instead reduces my mana. So I am draining effectively a second health bar. So who's putting skeletons in a barrel on the first level? I'm just saying. Also, there's a game setting I didn't have on because it was my first time going through. But since I am stronger, I can turn the game speed up. Because I don't fear death as much. Aha! Come at me, foul beast! Oh, this is a lot better. I love this. I knew what's up. So Blizzard is a company I've always been a fan of. I grew up playing World of Warcraft ever since I watched the Make Love Not Warcraft episode of South Park. After that, I was hooked. I heard about Diablo, but I didn't delve into it too much. But then I had a computer applications class because I was not skilled in languages. And it was either computer credit or language. I picked computers because I at least use those. And if you got your work done, you could just hang out, do something on your computer in peace. Most of the time, the class was full of seniors, so they would play games with the teacher of the class who would play Worms with them. And I love Worms. Worms are great. Actually, they might have been playing Tank, but tanks are basically Worms. You know. And I wasn't very social, so I never asked, like, could I join, or, no, could I get the next game, or what you playing, so on and so forth. So I looked on my computer, and someone had left Diablo 2 and the Lord of Destruction DLC, or sorry, expansion, rather, on there. And I had to play it without the sound because, you know, you can't bust out headphones in a class. Well, sorry, you couldn't bust out headphones in a class when I was in school. Not allowed. And so I experienced the game muted. The experience, I would say, did suffer, but it was interesting. Pretty fun. I'm not trying to pick up all these crappy clubs. Items on the ground, when you highlight them, they will usually be a color, and if they are the blue color. They sometimes might be orange. Blue it's a magic item, kind of rare. The gray items are just generic items that you can use if you have nothing else in your slot. Use. And the orange ones are uniques that are either got from a boss or a associated NPC that would have gave it to you in the first place. Like, or find out about Tristram's old king in this game. Mound of Tears. I don't know what that was. And the dear sir will drop me a fine item that I am now missing because I've started back at the beginning. I guess they just don't want a character to double up on unique items. Enemy! I shall purge the wicked from this land! As shepherds we shall be for thee, my lord, for thee. Power has descended forth from thy hand, so that we may swiftly carry out thy command. And we shall flow over forth to thee, and teeming with souls shall it ever be. In nomine Patre et Filii Spiritus Sancti. I can't wait till the third movie comes out. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited for the McManus brothers again. Boondock Saints, if you're curious. I'm playing an Irish character. I have Irish blood in me, and I am a crusader trying to fight for the side of right. What's not to love? Some might be saying the accent. Well, sorry. That ain't going away.
Too much baggage.
It'll go away when I'm done being funny with it. Truth be told, I don't think I remember this room. It feels like New Game Plus in a different way. Roll healing.
On some of this stuff.
Neither of those
On
things.
some of this stuff.
As you can tell, things don't stack,
I got a
and you have a very limited inventory. Oh, we're dropping the cloak. I've been burned by that many times before. It's only like 3 gold. And most items are like 200 or so. Picking up a lot of scrolls up in this bitch. So many scrolls you'd think I was in the Marvel universe. Yeah, once again, thank you so much for rewatching this. I appreciate it. We're gonna try not to reuse any of the same jokes, as long as I can remember what they were. You know, because here's the worst part, right? I spent a good while recording the other playthrough. Like, I kid you not, there's 10 episodes coming out in time. And I think some of the audio I have changed to be better. But overall, I'm just gonna say I probably fucked it up anyway. So that's why we're doing this. And hey, I've spent like 4 hours trying to get this audio to work, and it still might not. So, you know, that's just what happens. I might just need a new microphone. That could be the end of it. Down to level 2. We have decidedly destroyed everything on that layer that was of importance. Now it's time to venture forth into the unknown. I love these 3D modeled, like, stills of going into deeper parts of the dungeon. If I had Blender, well, I have Blender. If I had the skill of Blender, I'd make some seriously fun stuff. Very retro. Only retro, in fact. Try not to just decidedly run all the way downstairs to where I once was, because obviously I said 10 parts are in the, well, I think it's more like 7 that are going to be released soon, but I don't want to spoil all the stuff that hasn't came out yet. Definitely want that. Ape can go fuck itself. I have a grudge against the cloak. If it doesn't have a color, I ain't picking that up. No way. Here I come to save the day. We are warriors, born from the light. But speaking of paladins in World of Warcraft, my first character was a warrior, arms warrior, because I didn't know how to change talents or specializations back then. And I played in BC like a week before the Black Temple was available. I remember the ads for it, and I remember the trailer, and the trailer was so fucking sick. Couldn't help it. And later on I made a paladin, but I've stopped playing WoW at the very end of Battle for Azeroth. And I would like to say I probably have like at least 7 paladins in total throughout my account. Because I love paladins, especially blood elves or humans. Well, let's be real here. I'm waiting for them night elf paladins one day. Oh, check you. No, they've not said anything about doing that. But I've always had the opinion that if you could be a priest, you could be a warrior, you could be a fucking paladin. The only reason why it doesn't kind of work for...
Fresh meat.
Oh, did I fight him before?
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
How did I not find the fucking butcher on my first playthrough? That upsets me! God. I don't know. How that was even possible! Scroll of healing. Why not? I guess I could town portal. Ooh, I did the wrong button.
Too much.
Yeah, you can accidentally use up scrolls. This game. Don't get a return for it. For example, if I press X, which is what you would assume you would press to confirm something, or use something, it would be wasted right now. But if I click triangle, which is the cast spell button, that's going to do it. Okay. Get through this mystical butthole of the universe. Oh. I love this game, but it has very slow loading. And that's okay. You know. No game can be perfect, and every game has its pitfalls. Like, no matter how many AAA games they release in the world, they act like their shit don't stink. Retro games, I had to work very hard to make sure they were playable on launch. And if a problem arose, then they would just simply make another version of the game. It'd be better. Guess I don't really need to drop in the scrolls of identify.
Whoa, what can I do? Oh, Jillian is a nice lass. Shame that her Gamma is in such poor health, or I would arrange to get both of them out of here on one of the trading caravans.
It would be lovely, my man. It would. You're a noble soul. I'll put in a good word for you. I'll be your wingman. I'm alright with that, yeah. What's that? Taking advantage of a person in their time of need and their desperation? No. No, I'm the hero of the story. Did you hear me? Hero! Come on, Griswold. I thought you knew me better. Anyway, that's what we're going to call for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate having you here, and especially thank you if this is your second time watching through. We'll continue all the way to Diablo at some point. Thank you so much. Bye.